These are the reasons why Sagittarians suck at relationships. And keep in mind that these are dependent upon, obviously, the person that you are in a relationship with, and also the level of maturity that the individual is, of their sign. So you can look at a lot of things for this. You can look at your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, seventh, or even your eighth house, possibly. So the first reason why Sagittarians suck at relationships is because when things start to get hard within the relationship, that's when the Sagittarius starts to back away. Sagittarians are not really about dealing with conflict because they don't really care to dive into very deep, tumultuous emotions. They kind of just want to keep the peace. They want to be lighthearted. They want to have fun. They want to have a good time. So when you get into the point of relationships where you're starting to, build a relationship and things come up, that's when you'll notice that the Sagittarius starts to run away. Second, Sagittarius is kind of more about their own growth, their own personal growth, like internally, more like based around their faith and stuff like that. And this one is actually very dependent on the person that they're dating, but it still could happen even if they have someone who is very supportive of that growth for them. But sometimes Sagittarians can neglect bringing that growth back into the relationship, meaning that they'll focus so much on their own growth that they forget to grow alongside the person. Like they grow on their own on the inside, and then they forget to bring back what they've learned to share with their partner. But it's less of like a workaholic type of nature like Capricorn, and more internally, more like philosophical, more faith based, rather than like career driven like Capricorn. But it's still kind of in the same uh, I guess like mindset where they're just kind of distant. They're very aloof. It's hard for them to be super present, within like real, like face to face connection, if that makes sense, because they're just so focused on broader things. And lastly, the last reason that they suck at relationships is because they're open minded until you disagree with them. Sagittarians hold their beliefs and their faith and their opinion very close to them. Like they very much like identify with what they believe in. So they are open-minded, they like to learn, but as soon as you disagree with them, especially if you're in a relationship with them, as soon as you disagree with them, they get really irritated, they get pissed off, and that's when they start questioning, like, is this person for me? Should I be in this relationship? Is this gonna work out? When really they could just see it as like a learning experience, learning to agree to disagree, but to them it kind of is taken to heart. So those are the reasons why Sagittarians suck at relationships. Thank you for watching.